Researchers looking for ways to better handle the record-breaking heat we've been seeing in Central Texas. KVUE's Matt Fernandez shows us how UT and the city of Austin are teaming up for a new project.
Initial approval for $1.5 million for the UT's City Climate Collaborative.
U.S. Representative Lloyd Doggett making that announcement on the UT campus as the sun was blazing Thursday, joined by Austin city leaders and the president of UT.
We know everything that we are seeing around us in terms of rising temperatures, the drought, the smoke and the fires that are going on.
Dabney Ogie is a UT geosciences professor at UT who will lead the project. Says they will be doing research over the next few years on these topics and collecting data
that translate the global knowledge into some local scale decisions that can be done by the city and community.
Part of the research will include artificial intelligence and mathematical models. There'll be up to 30 researchers from UT and 10 members from the city taking part. When it comes to addressing the rising temperatures, they'll be looking at things like the urban heat island.
Cities can heat our environment. We can do something with the cities to cool our environment. And armed with this knowledge, we can start addressing neighborhood by neighborhood and start cooling our cities and developing a resistance that can be better for our system.
Austin City Commissioner Allison Alter for District 10 says this data can really help city leaders make decisions.
It's going to help us to target our investments where they're most needed for the most vulnerable.
Representative Doggett says infrastructure could also be added to help people with the heat.
It may be adding trees, it may be adding shelters and watering spots, the way we build our Capital Metro stops.
When it comes to wildfires, they will analyze the data, which can help firefighters and residents that may need to evacuate.
Local scale data for winds and temperature, and that is not necessarily available when you look at the data from the airport or Camp Mabry. We need all the data in between.
All steps, they say, hope to bring a cooler Austin and a safer community in this extreme heat. In Austin, Matt Fernandez, KVUE News.
Matt, thank you. Congressman Doggett says they submitted their request and got initial approval, but it still needs to go through the legislative process and be signed into law in order to get that funding.